Thanks, Armitron, for sponsoring this treasure. Well, it could be sinking. Probably shouldn't have done that. What's up, guys? We're here at a cabin this week in a place called Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe.
It's amazing. A lot has happened recently to where our videos have been, we've just been super busy. We're gonna start uploading every day again. So every morning we'll have an upload coming up. Our best friend Spencer got married last week to our best friend Paisley. You've been married for 30 minutes. How do you feel?
I feel like the luckiest man in the world.
Aww.
Right. Bryce's cousin Jared got married in Reno.
Jared and Jill, congratulations. So while we were in Reno, we thought, okay, we need to make an adventure out of this trip. Our good friends Julie and Christian have this cabin, and they let us stay here. And it is amazing. So good. Trying to get to the top of, what's it called?
Eagle Rock.
Eagle Rock. Just a short little quick elevation.
So there's two reasons why I like hiking. I either like to have an objective at the end, so like a waterfall usually, like I love hiking to waterfalls, or I love hiking to like a top of a mountain, so like anywhere you can see the view. That's like totally worth it. This hike today is supposed to see like a really pretty view of like the lake and everything, so we're going hiking to the top of that. That's awesome. So if you guys are near an area and you're like, well, I can't go hiking because I'm not on Lake Tahoe. Yes, you can. Find a mound or a mountain or something, hike to a waterfall, or hike to like the top of like the nearest little bump near you. Find somewhere to go explore today. Like, adventuring doesn't have to be going to a different country and seeing, I don't know, the Taj Mahal. Like, it can just be right outside your door. And a lot of times we don't take advantage of that stuff around us.
Yeah. Tell us, what are the different parts of the lake? What's over there?
Well, way up there is a bear. Kings Beach. Then over here, your sunny side.
That's Homewood Ski Resort. Up there. Later, it was super hot. I've never actually been in Lake Tahoe. You have a lot, I'm sure. Nellie grew up a couple hours away from here. We wanted to go out into Lake Tahoe with a kayak or a paddleboard, and Willard Bay Sports actually hooked us up with some paddleboards. Yeah! We figured if she could go to Cambodia with us in Asia, then she could do a paddleboard.
That was super fun. Guys, we learned that me and Bryce cannot paddleboard together. It's true. Impossible. Like, I can paddleboard with anybody. I paddleboard with my mom. We were fine. But the moment I got on his paddleboard, fell in. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll sit this way. Fell in. Okay, well, I'll lay down on my stomach. Fell in. Like, but also, we were in a really bad spot. We got next to a bunch of boats where they were parked. Like, people will park their boats here. It was still fine on my mom's, though, because I went over to hers after we kept falling. No. We got a little further away from it. Like 10 feet. Seriously, guys, if you're within, what, 5 hours of Tahoe, make the trip. This time of year is perfect, even during the winter. Oh, so good in the winter. So good in the winter. We actually came here during Christmas. Yeah, if you guys seen our Christmas vlog, we lost my phone in Donner Lake when it was frozen over. Well, it could be sinking. Oh my gosh. But we found it. We found it, and it worked. Until it stopped working, totally unrelated. So here we are, packing up. Packed. And then we had to drive a long way back home, which I'm not excited about. Yeah, we got 8 to 10 hours. This is why we need to finish our van. It's true. So we can just sleep along the way. Before we head out though, we're gonna go on one more hike because we still have to bury the treasure and we still want to see a little bit more of Tahoe.
bigger.
Holy crap. No way.
My goal now is to find a bigger pine cone than that. You can just let him win. That is a huge pine
I
cone.
don't know if that's possible. Look at this. Look at this.
That's pretty big. I'm still gonna find one.
Oh, mom's is taller. Yours is chunky. Mine's the fattest.
I win. So this is a local ski resort. What's it called? Grand Lebacan.
AKA Granny Slope.
It's really small, but we're bringing the treasure around here. Let's keep that in mind.
I need to find a walking stick. Oh, that's way better. How did you just find that? You're like a wizard.
I want a dog so bad. I want a doggy.
Hey, buddy. Apparently there's snow here during the winter. Can't tell at all during the summer. What's the elevation?
Not much.
So we got these cool watches from Armitron. Nellie's watch has an altimeter and a barometer.
86.9 degrees outside, and it says plus 7,431.
And there's Lake Tahoe. Bink! Right over there. By the way, my watch says adventure on it. How cool is that?
This is like the most adventure watch I've had. I always get like nice watches, but then this time I was like, I want to get one that actually matters.
That actually matters.
This is cool.
This is the end of the lift. That's not in commission right now. This is old school. So this is where we're gonna bury. We were trying to decide, do we bury our adventure treasure here?
You have dirt in your ear.
Do I?
I don't know how you did that.
See? Adventure. Or do we bury it in Utah? And we're gonna bury it here at Grand Lebacan Resort. We're not sure if this is okay, but we think it is because we saw other people hiking. There's like big trails that people are hiking around here. So this lift thing, Grand Lebacan Resort, hike around. There's Lake Tahoe in that direction. And this treasure is good for actually 2 free watches from Armitron.
That makes sense, because this is like, we just got these and we've used them a ton already.
And I don't think I got video of, I didn't, because the GoPro shut off on me. But when Nellie jumped on my paddleboard, for some reason we could not balance together very well at all.
That was impossible.
Her and her mom were fine, but for us we couldn't balance. I was trying to keep this watch dry. It says like it's waterproof, and I've had that with watches before and then they fog up and whatever. Fell deep into Tahoe. My watch is fine. So they really are good adventure watches.
So I just did my barometer.
There's a barometer, 23.768.
So if 30 is a normal air pressure, and I guess if it's low, that means it usually, and it has like, it's gonna be cloudy.
If the air pressure drops really low, but you don't see signs of rain, it's like a good heads up. So when you're out hiking or camping, you can know that, oh, the weather's gonna change. A good chance of being cloudy and rainy. Mine is just a classy watch, but it's solar powered. If you want classy or super adventurous,
mine's cooler.
This treasure basically is for 2 free watches. So whoever finds this, you have a voucher to get any 2 free watches. Let's bury it. If I'm right here, the lift goes that way. Over here is a big rock that we saw.
Let's do under this stuff. Also, as usual, we do not have a shovel. Will somebody just send us a shovel? We're not very good at bringing shovels with us. In fact, we don't even own a shovel. We
need a snow shovel.
That's true.
So they've been around for like 65 years, so chances are you guys have had an Armitron watch, and they just came out with this adventure line, which is super dope. So come find them.
See it?
There it is. Boom. Okay.
Thanks, Armitron. You're really cool.
Thank you, Armitron, again. And guys, we love hearing about your adventures. So we've been hashtagging We The Adventure on all of our adventures, and when people hashtag that, we feature you in our video and on Instagram. Someone tagged us the other day and they put We The Adventurers, and we like that.
That fits.
So we're gonna do that now. We The Adventurers. Hashtag that on any of your upcoming adventures or things that you're doing or planning, and we'll feature that as well, because that's our whole goal, to motivate people to get out and do adventure so they have memories and they live sick, awesome days together.
Yeah. Go on an adventure. Maybe don't wear Birkenstocks, because they don't work as well.